Yes, good morning. You're welcome. Welcome to this wonderful edition of the program Bystanders at the Newsstands. I am Christian Chuku, and we are right here to get people talking on the topical issues that we have this morning. Today is a rainy day, Friday. This is the 6th of May, 2022. As you can see, we have the rains here, and it's raining cats and dogs. Despite that fact, we are still going to the program. We love our viewers, and also we say we are on Facebook. We are on Facebook, Flip TVNG, and also we are on Instagram, Flip TVNG. We are also on YouTube, Flip TV. We have Flip TV Plus. Visit our site, visit our social media platforms, and also follow us so that you can get updates of what we do every day. Once again, I am Christian Chuku, and it's cold out here this morning. I have my committed analysts here. They are here to do justice to the newspaper headlines. Mr. Rav is here, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Kunle, and Mr. Lucky. I don't know Lagos. I saw him. I don't know where he went, but they are all here as we look at the papers this morning. With me is the Punch newspaper this morning, the Punch newspaper. But before that, we have a report. Suspense as APC orders aspirants to sign withdrawal letter. Suspense as APC orders aspirants to sign withdrawal letter. Let's look at that information ahead of next week's deadline for sale of nomination forms of the All Progressives Congress. There's growing apprehension in the ruling party over a controversial Form 18 letter of withdrawal attached to the expression of interest and nomination form. I read again. There is a controversial Form 18 letter of withdrawal attached to the expression of interest and nomination form sold to aspirants to fill and submit along with other forms and their credentials. Looking at the fact that APC want to adopt a consensus candidate, that will have many contenders to decide that fate. Okay, let's look at the point this morning on the 40% tariff hike. Subscribers reject that 40% tariff hike, vow to oppose telecos. Subscribers reject 40% tariff hike, vow to oppose telecos. Nigeria, 9 others account for 75% global gas flaring. Nigeria, 9 others account for 75% global gas flaring. That is from the World Bank. Yes, on Sanwo-Olu, Tinubu behind Sanwo-Olu, GAC insists as controversy surrounds second term bid. Tinubu behind Sanwo-Olu, GAC insists that Sanwo-Olu is not running as controversy surrounds his second term bid. Let's look at the main headline on 2023 elections. Consensus plan unsettles APC. Protesters warn against imposition. Consensus plan unsettles APC. Protesters warn against imposition. Aspirants number hits 30. 12 big forms. Amosun unfolds 6-point agenda. Pro-Tinubu group wants the National Working Committee VP supporters target ticket via consensus. VP supporters target ticket via consensus. Zoning, you have no monopoly of threat. ACF replies Southerners Akeredolu, you have no monopoly of threat. ACF replies Southerners and Akeredolu. Yes, the president visited Ebonyi State yesterday, and this is the picture on the front page of the Punch this morning. You can see the president commissioning the Ebonyi Medical Science Varsity, Ebonyi Medical Science Varsity. Look at the president and the governor of Enugu State and also Umahi with that one. Let's look at other reports. Rights violators can't get Asylum. UK tells Ipob others. Rights violators cannot get Asylum. UK tells Ipob and others. Custom intercepts 12 trucks of imported poisonous rice. Custom intercepts 12 trucks of imported poisonous rice. Let's look at other stories in at the middle page of the paper this morning. But before that, let's call on Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, it's a rainy day.
Of course. That is the will of God.
That the rain will disturb us.
Disturb you and God, who is disturbing each other? How can you say that if God decide what will happen? Is it that we adjust yourself to the standard of God.
Okay, let's look at our main headline this morning is on UK telling the IPOB and others that violators cannot get asylum.
Okay, thank you for having Matthew is the name once more. We could recall recently that there was a time UK government said that agitators who are facing persecution in Nigeria were granted asylum. And if you look at the statement coming from UK, this recent one, it tells you that they are in tandem with what is transpiring in Nigeria. That is that they are watching closely what is happening in Nigeria. Because the way it stands, it is very difficult, extremely difficult, a Herculean task to unravel who is behind the heinous activities happening in the
Sorry,
southeast.
before we continue, what do you understand by the word rights violators?
Right violators of human rights.
Let's look at the government.
Right violators. I'm coming. Now, for instance, if you are an agitator and you go about the agitation in such a manner that you infringe on other people's rights, as in their right, perhaps freedom of expression, freedom of movement, freedom to life, and all that, you have infringed on other people's rights. And as a responsible government, no government will condole it. I think it's on that ground that UK government is speaking. What I can understand is that in Western world there's so much human rights, protection of human rights. So I think that it's on that ground that they are warning that any right violator will not be given asylum. But again, I think it is of important we encourage anybody who is agitating, whether for sovereign state of Biafra, whether Oduduwa Republic, whether Arewa Republic, or whatever, that we should do it within the ambit of the law, whether internationally or locally. There are rules of engagement. Because if you are not here to accuse anybody, because from what I can understand, it is very difficult to unravel who is doing what, especially with respect to what is happening in the southeast. But severally, IPOB have accused federal government of being responsible for the killings, the maiming of southeastern youths and persons from the southeastern part of the country. And Nigerian government, through Nigerian police and DSS, has severally accused IPOB and ESN of being behind the nefarious activities and the dastard acts of killing and maiming people. Even the recent one that came to the front burner, where a military person who was going to Imo State to formalize his wedding with a wife who is equally a soldier, were summarily killed, and the government have accused IPOB of responsibility, of being responsible for it. But IPOB have denied. So it is difficult to know who is doing it.
Has the government not violated the rights of the citizens?
Federal government of Nigeria severally, not on one occasion, have been violating the rights of Nigerians. What happened at Lekki Toge is a purely genocidal military invasion against the youth of this country. And it is human rights violation. But what I'm saying generally is, based on the issue at stake, with respect to the statement that came from UK government, I think UK government is right. That is why we should encourage and advise anybody who is involved in agitation. Agitation is right. There's nothing wrong in agitation. Because if you say you want to have your sovereign state, Biafra sovereign state, Oduduwa sovereign state, Arewa sovereign state, there's nothing wrong in that. By providence, if you look at Nigeria as a country, you understand that God did not create the Yoruba, the Igbo, the Hausa as one people. The Hausa are distinct people by language. The Yoruba, they have their own distinct nature by language. The same thing with the Igbo. So by providence, they are created three different people. And you see that language is a unifying factor. So if God in his wisdom created and three different people and they decide by way of coexisting to come together, it should be a unanimous agreement, not somebody coercing them. If you look at the genesis of languages, you trace it back to the Tower of Babylon. And you understand that mankind was trying to conspire against God. And in the wisdom of God, the approach to disperse them was to confuse them with tongue. So if you as human want to bring them back together, are you still conspiring against God? But I'm not saying it's wrong for people to decide unanimously to come together. But not somebody sitting somewhere in the name of military president, writing constitution and forcing everybody to comply with it. That's why we are saying that if you want Nigeria to work, let us have a people's-oriented constitution where people will have delegates, representatives, and you discuss how you achieve it, so that's the only way Nigeria can run and work.
Okay, let's look at the federal government hikes electricity tariff. Very soon, we are going to be paying more. This is the third time it's been hiked. Consumer condemn power sector privatization. That the privatization at the first place never worked.
No, the issue is the privatization is not the problem itself. The problem is how the government is handling the privatization. Because from the point of privatization, agreement is that over time, you as a disco, you improve on your capacity to distribute. And you find out that after many years of privatization, the discos have failed to improve on the ability to distribute. And it is impacting on the ability of the government or the sector to deliver sustainable power supply. And where the government gets it wrong is federal government is the one that owns the agency responsible for regulation. So when the discos are reneging on the agreement, they have the right and the power to sanction them or even revoke the contract. Because if you renege on your contractual agreement, the regulator had the power to revoke the contract. So I think the government should write to the occasion through the regulatory agency NEC, National Electricity Regulatory Commission, to enforce all the terms of that agreement. Because as you speak, even before the government came on board, it's on record that Nigeria already had the capacity to generate 12,000 megawatts of electricity. And currently, what we are transmitting and distributing is just 4,500 megawatts. And you cannot distribute until you improve your capacity to distribute. Because the way it stands, discos are rejecting load. Because if you absorb load, you pay for it. Yeah. And if you absorb load, you distribute. There's nowhere to store it. Since you must distribute as you receive, and you don't have what it takes to distribute, they reject it. Then looking at the tariff, I think the Nigerians are the receiving end of almost all the bad governance approach of this government. Because if you look at it, government has talked about cost reflecting tariff. And the way it stands, according to the Minister of Finance, we're already paying what we consume. So if there's any need for increment, I think the government should look inward and look at how to absorb whatever shock that sector is getting currently by way of maybe injecting money into it or even subsidy. Because Nigerians are already paying through their nose. I don't think Nigerians should vehemently reject and oppose any attempt of federal government through the discourse to improve increase the tariff.
There are so many things that Nigerians are going to be rejecting now. We have subscribers now.
Because it's too much. Look,
40% tariff hike, the telcos 40% tariff hike. We are still going to reject that one. Telecom.
No, you see, on the area of telecom, I think the government, there's easy way around it. Because the tax the discos are paying, the government should reduce their tax so that they can absorb the shock.
Government need more funds.
That is, government need what the citizens what they want them to do. The tax the discos are
government.
No, I mean the service providers. Okay. The tax they are paying to federal government federal government should reduce it so that they too can absorb the shock that comes from the operational cost. Because what I'm saying it is, the reason the operational cost is going high is inability of federal government to deliver sustainable power supply. If there's sustainable power supply, they will not be running their mass on this on generator. And if they don't do that, the cost of running their business will reduce. So since federal government is the architect of the high cost of their running their business, federal government should bear part of that shock. That's what I mean.
This is causing hardship in Nigeria. You find out that even you can't walk alone in the night.
I agree with you.
People are so poor that people are so suffering that as you're walking, somebody can approach you.
I agree with you.
And possibly
I agree with you. Since the government is the one that is unable to improve on power infrastructure, and that is costing us much in terms of people, the players in the sector, the service providers. So federal government should bear the burden that is coming out of it. That's why I see it.
Okay, please, tilted to the Mr. Andrew Ogunjimi. The rains are the reason why we started late because the rain is raining cats and dogs. It is raining heavy here in Lagos. As you can see, it is raining. That's why we started late. Okay, Mr. Matthew, let's look at the APC, the withdrawal form, and the consensus.
If you look at what is happening in APC currently, even in PDP, both of them are in dilemma. If you look at what is happening in APC, you will understand that APC is trying to find the way out of this quagmire. They're already in a quagmire. Because the way it stands, according to them, they raised form to 70 million, nomination form to 70 million, expression of interest to 30 million, 100 million altogether, just to discourage people from buying. And where it stands, they have gotten up to like 12 aspirants who have obtained both the expression of interest and the nomination form, and the number is still increasing. The way it stands, if you look at the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it tells you that if you are going for consensus, all the aspirants must consent in writing.
Okay.
That's what makes it consensus. Otherwise, once there's a dissenting voice in terms of an aspirant not agreeing, everybody will go to primary. Then, if you look at the form, withdrawal form that APC is attaching to the expression of interest, I think APC actually want to go by way of consensus. Whether I call it imposition, I think at the end of the day, they may be going towards consensus. And where it stands, some of the aspirants may not concede. But I see APC as a party using threats
against
the aspirants. Don't forget that almost all Nigerian politicians at that level have one or two skeletons in their cupboard. Were you surprised when NDLEA, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, was telling government to approve that all the aspirants should go for drug tests? It is not coincidence.
NDLEA.
They are going somewhere. They are targeting at something. Because if the law backs it, and maybe one or two aspirants is suspected to be a drug addict, and they conduct drug tests, that would be a good ground to compare somebody to say, okay, you know you have done this and it's against the law. We encourage you to step down. If you refuse, we'll prosecute you on this basis. And just give you an instance. For somebody who already have a corruption file already in the shelf of EFCC, or somebody who already have petition against him in the shelf of EFCC, and maybe Mr. President will call the person and say, step down for so and so. He refuses. Don't be surprised that EFCC will go and knock at his door, or ICPC will go and knock at his door to say, Mr. Man, you have a case, or DSS, you have a case to answer. So I see the government using threats to compel some of the aspirants to drop their ambition.
Okay, lastly, let's look at the statement.
And they will use that withdrawal of interest as a justification to say this man have decided to withdraw. Okay, perhaps give him back his money.
I don't think they're going to give back that money.
Whether they give back money or not, but that window created by withdrawal form is an avenue they want to use to settle most of those issues.
You have no monopoly of threat. ACF replies Southerners. Let's look at the statement from the governor of Ondo State.
The truth is this. Even as we agree that there is no relevant section of the Constitution that talks about zoning or who will produce the president come 2023, you equally agree with me that the North have ruled for 8 years. That the North would have completed 8 years by 2023. And that there is a tacit agreement, though not written, and understanding that if the North rule for 8 years, it comes to start for 8 years. And again, it makes logical sense to say if it comes to South, since the Southwest have gotten their fair share, the South are getting their fair share, for the purpose of national cohesion, equity, and justice, it makes sense that it goes to the Southeast. They're talking about who has monopoly for threat. I don't think anybody has monopoly for threat, but I don't think anybody is threatening anybody. Because I've taken pain to go through what Akerelu said. It is of paramount importance that the South should have it. And at the South is have it, it's of paramount importance that it goes to Southeast. I am not saying there's constitutional provision for zoning. But what I'm saying is that there's a tacit agreement that is in existence. It's understandable that if you leave the North, it comes to South.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Matthew.
Thank you for having me.
I have Edo.
Hello.
Tambua was your state to canvass for vote as the presidential candidate.
Anyway, my name is Lucky Eyaguna. I don't know be Lagos. You know my slogan. That's my slogan. And it's ready this morning. Everywhere is cool. That's the only time we enjoy Nigeria. But when it's not raining, the heat and the sun, no lights, biting hard. Anyways, one of our viewers said VIPs is watching us live in Kano this morning. May God bless you. May God bless you. You that is watching me all over the world, both Kano and the VIP, who is watching us, may God bless you, touch you. Okay, thank you very much.
Let's look at the visit of Buhari to Ebonyi State. What do you take from that?
Buhari is Buhari. What is he doing in Ebonyi State? What is he doing there?
The president.
President, is it that minister? To go and do what?
He has the right to go.
He is campaigning for the governor there who want to become a president of Nigeria. And I don't think he can even become the vice president. I don't think. Because the man, when he was under PDP, he does very well. He do well. But crossing to APC, he has caused a lot of trouble for Ebonyi now, which that place, I believe very soon now, the place will start fight to come for both sides.
That the man is working.
Yeah. He worked under PDP for the APC, joining APC. So carry all the glory to APC. So I believe very soon is going to see fight that area. But the president going there to go and what is the commission? Is it the project that PDP does? Yeah. Under PDP, which project is he going there to commission? They tell me he's going there to go out, tell them that bye, he's going. So that's it.
Tunde Bakari has procured his nomination form.
Which money?
Presidency.
Which money? That is the church.
He's a consultant lawyer.
He's a consultant. How much?
Before he became a pastor.
My brother, if you see what the man built, a pastor, and people are hungry, we need this money. This 100 million. If Bakari stand in a stadium and bring these poor people, share this money, they don't need to go and take the form. We will vote for him. We will see that we want him. I don't understand me. Yes. I'm telling you the truth, but people are hungry. Go to his church. You see people who are selling pepper, rice. They are hungry. They don't have money.
Have you gone to his church?
I went there.
Okay.
It's the only VIP that always go to his church. I went there. How many people do you see there? But the point is that this money, why don't you use to help people? Because he cannot even get vice president. How much more president? I know all of them. They are just parading themselves. Buhari know who is going for his side, but I believe APC cannot win this election because Nigeria is angry for both PDP and APC. But the option is that PDP should be the option because I look at that Muslim party that is coming up. They are not serious. I get to be. They are not serious. How many of them collecting form now? How many of them? They are all coming out. But I don't think they have the number that we can give them a presidential president.
That can match other parties.
Yes, I don't think. So he's still going to become the same crook, the same 419, the same people who are deceiving Nigeria. Papa deceive the king. I know what I mean. Papa deceive the king. That's PDP. APC, Asham, suffering. Since Buhari enter Nigeria, be suffering. So, my brother, we are in trouble. Both APC and PDP. But I weigh it. I weigh all the candidates. The only person I see that I still repeat again. Obi. I like Obi. I don't know me. But how is going to go at the end? Obi will become vice president to Atiku. That will be the end.
Okay, let's look at in Edo State. Something happened. You remember there was protest by students in Edo State protesting their stay at home. What would you say about?
I don't know the carry last. That's why I say I don't know the Lagos. We can't. We are not. Edo is not where one man will sit up for body law and just give order. Everybody start shaking in Lagos. Edo, everybody. We know we respect our Oba, but when Oba is going wrong, we tell him the right thing. I don't know. Not Lagos. When Oba will come out and start directing people what to do, this and that. It doesn't happen in Edo State. That's why I say I don't know the Lagos. Now, my brother, when we see wrong thing, Edo, we condemn it. For them protesting, you know something is wrong. We don't take nonsense. That's why I say I don't know the Lagos.
Edo State that answer started.
Yes, I started from there. We don't take nonsense. But let me tell you, I like what they did, protest to show the government that the only thing language the government here is protest. I get to be, that's the only language they hear. But if the whole Nigeria can stand today, say, all these 100 million people are paying, we resist it everywhere. Like now, our land, NEPA, the government want to increase NEPA, where we are not even, the one they increase, we have not been able to pay it. No light.
They have increased already, not they want to.
They have increased. Let me ask you, what are they increasing? Where is the light? For 1 week now, I have no light. Nigeria, one thing surprised me in Nigeria. Just one rain, all the system will break down. Because you know why? When you have an old man, the man is sick. Everything in Nigeria is sick. That woman is sick. The manager, they are sick. Everywhere. Check all the APC people. Is it Amechi that his face is not clear? Is it Erufai that is sick clear? Is it Buhari that is every day go to London to go and treat here and ISIS and Amen? You don't know, my brother. We are in trouble. Nigeria is sick because you have sick people in government. When PDP was there, look at Jonathan. Jonathan is heady. Look at Atiku is heady. Look at those people under PDP, but look at APC. Are you talking about the man in body law? Are you talking about Buhari that is walking left and right? He cannot stand well. Just look at them.
Is it about being sick? It's not about being sick.
When you are sick, you cannot do anything. When you are sick, Nigeria is sick. When you are heady, Nigeria will be heady. I'm telling the truth, my brother. Go and check them. Check them. When you
look at the money that have been used to purchase from, it's almost $1 billion naira.
And Nigerians are quiet. They're quiet. It can happen abroad. They're quiet. You see, now, ASU, you can't pay ASU. You can't student at home. And you are purchasing from 100 million. And Buhari says he's fighting corruption. The man is corrupt. How can you be paying 100 million for form? It's just paper. And that is, let me tell you, that's the least. They have not started campaigning. By the time they start campaigning now, they'll be spending our money and saving money to waste.
And people are hungry.
People are hungry, dying every day. See everywhere now. Okada has taken over the whole Nigeria. Okada have taken over the Nigeria. Everywhere you go now, it's Okada. People are hungry. No light. no food, no road.
You cannot walk freely in the night.
Well, where in Nigeria, number one, even afternoon, do you walk freely afternoon? This transport you are seeing, as you are going in there, you are afraid, kidnapper, after it. Let me give you now. Watch social media. See what is happening. A young lady that's supposed to marry, they are not giving our own things to dog. Now, dog is the one railing. Dog have taken over the whole thing now for us. Men doesn't matter again. Our lady are not taking our thing to go and give dogs. Are you know we are in Nigeria here? Are you not surprised? How come Nigeria become why will I put it? Lawlessness. Because one is that the reason is that how can a dog be marrying a young lady that is supposed to marry? What kind of thing is that? Not only many in social media. Go to social media and see it. Which you play. Why did you come out for social media and say? You see, not only there are many. There are many. How many are you going to count? You see, social media, young lady, shaking whatever, you know. We have a big problem in Nigeria. We have a big problem. We don't have government who are supposed to control the situation. They are not doing anything. They are busy campaigning going up and down.
Okay, let's look at subscribers reject 40% tariff hike. If you are going to be making calls now, they'll increase the cost by 40%. Data 40%. Everything is going high.
Why they want to just seek this country before you go? You want to just bury this country before you go. Why is a pharaoh be brought to come and condemn this country, and he has condemned the country. He has sick the country. Now, how can you? We are not be able to eat. We are increasing everything. Telephone in Ghana is cheap. I don't know why. Do you know how many subscribers in Nigeria who are subscribing, paying million every day? What we don't use? Network is bad. Instead of it to address the needful, they are increasing it. Who is suffering it? You increase NEPA, we don't have light. You increase telephone, we don't have telephone to make call. My brother, and the Nigerian people are watching. The youth are busy beer parlor, busy watching Chelsea and Mayo, Liverpool. They are not talking. I pray for this. They said they are going to have convention. I am going to join them to protest. They should stop it for now. No election.
Protest.
Yes.
No election.
Very soon. Yes. All this NAS.
You are going to join them.
I will lead, but already I'm doing my own here. The point is that
are you going to join them physically over there?
After I finish here, I will join them anywhere they are. But Nigeria should wake up. The youth should wake up, not to just talk. Talk is cheap. Come out this time around. That 100 million they pay, we should stop it. Let them go home and let the youth take over this country. Because there are a bunch of old men who are ruling this country.
Can you stop them?
NSAS. Where were they in NSAS? Where are they?
Where did NSAS stop anybody?
Did you come out during NSAS? Did you see there?
NSAS, what next?
Some of them run to London. Forget to run to London.
Yeah, he's back.
He back. He come back when things are cool. They block the gate. How many are you going to kill? It's just because we don't think. If 100 million Nigeria come out, Buhari will run away.
Okay.
We are suffering, my brother. We need to talk.
Finally, what do you think will be the solution to all this mess?
The solution for this mess is the way Ghana are running their government today is the best. You know why? A man stood up and finished this bunch of corruption people, wicked people. Nigeria will need them, but the problem is that Ipob and Yoruba, Hausa, they are the problem for this country. They don't unite. If they unite today, I believe this country will be better. Ipob man want to belong. Hausa man want to belong. Yoruba man, they are all quarreling, and they said they are the highest. I get to be, they are the highest. They are the one ruling Nigeria. They have a big problem. They need to come together. When they come together, this will work out. I don't mean. Ipob man want to become president. Yoruba want to become president. Hausa man, see, we need to come together. We hate ourselves. We don't love ourselves. But when it comes for business, that's why you see Ipob man and Yoruba. When you come for election, Hausa hates Ipob man. I get to me. Yeah. When you come for election, Yoruba man don't like Ipob man. But when you come for For business, you see Igbo man, Yoruba man friendly themselves. I mean, like, so we have a big problem. They don't love themselves. I don't know why. And the worst person they brought to come and divide Nigeria more is Buhari.
Okay, thank you very much, Edo. No,
So
because,
Edo cannot be Lagos. That is why we don't take class. I don't know be Lagos. Oba Atekpe, he said.
Thank you. I have Mr. Akule. Go on, Mr. Akule.
Good morning.
Good
morning.
Edo is talking about protest.
There is you talk too much talk, but no action. That's the problem I'm seeing, man.
Okay, the president. Okay.
I want to greet the viewers. I want to thank majority of them this morning for facilitating with me in gesture and in kind. Udeme, I give you kudos. Larry, kudos to you. And the mother of our mother, the sister of our sister, Tina, great kudos. You adopted me as your brother. You give me advice, and you always give me some gestures on the country is not really easy. We need to be supporting, anything you people embark on or I embark on, I really appreciate. Izenwa, with your deeper life prayer. Mama Nkechi,
Okay.
wish you well. You live long. Mommy Nkechi, thanks everybody. Iyari Oba, nevertheless, you're attacking me so much. I say, wish you well. Everybody, my friends, I wish everybody well.
Okay, let's look at the president of the National Association of Nigerian Students, Sunday Asefon, has declared that the student body is ready to receive bullets if it would end the lingering strike embarked by the Academic Staff Union of Universities.
Thank God they're just waking up from the slumber.
Is he bluffing or serious?
SUG, we knew then, wasn't the SUG now. Because they politicized the student union government. They politicized the labor union. So they are just waking up from the slumber. I always come here that anytime there is protest, those times, when the SUG was real SUG, when labor was protesting, the SUG will join them. The student union will join them. Because what affect labor, affect the student union. Because their children are the one the government is being deprived, the wages, is the student, is the parent of the students that the government always punish by not paying their wages in time. So anytime the parents who are the labor protesting, the SUG, student union, government, and the students will join. But this time around, the government, the maladministration we are having, now they politicize everything. So to me, it's a welcome development. And it's been like that. I think I've witnessed several that we assemble at Labor House in Yaba there, Yaba, Tejosho area, that we mobilize. We have some lawyers that will come on board too, like Falano, like Agbakoba, like Zekome, like Gani. That's the king, the ringleader, the man of the day. We all assemble. The policemen will be, zombie will be there. All of them will be there waiting for the protest to start. So I would even like to be part of the protest. The student union will be carried out. Anywhere
they are to receive bullets.
The bullets, I'm ready. When you don't receive bullets, what are you still? Are you enjoying the situation now? You're right. You cannot get your right on a platter of gold. You have to fight for the right. You have to fight for your right. They will not just dash you your right on a platter of gold. And that is what really happened. When that HenSARS came up that time, they adjusted a bit. And it was the mandate of the single soul that has been correcting the wrong, the right, the wrong that has been correcting the wrong that the policemen were doing then. Shaggy was the one doing that on Facebook, on social media. And when it was any brutalization police carried out, it will be the one to post it. It will be the one to make people aware your right is your right. But unfortunately, the guy backed out when they were asking for who is the NSAS leader. He could not show him himself because of the fear of intimidation, fear of castigation, fear of persecution. So the issue there now, our right has to be our right. I protest anywhere I get to. If you want to cheat on anybody, I always stand by. And like my colleague was saying about the election, somebody was saying maybe Atiku and Obi and Tinubu and this. Me, I don't want any. The system is not okay for any election to hold now. What there is, let us sit down. Let there be a round table, conference where all the section, all the region will be. This is my own grievances. This is what I want. This is my own grievances. This is what I want. I want my own Oduduwa nation. Southeast will say they want their Biafra nation and the North Arewa nation, so that we can all operate and be productive. Not like some people will just sit down there causing havoc in the country. Why it to be affected? They can't believe the budget of this country now is being spent on some ragtag to defend the territorial, the space of the nation because of some ragtag, some idiotic people that call themselves bandits. That the way they got to this country, only God knows, and only the government will be able to answer that, because they were not proactive. And the people that brought them, they know them. The people that were sponsoring them, they said they are going to publish their name. Later, it turned to secret trial. And we've not heard anything since then. And you are telling me I should still be talking one politics this time around. What politics did you expect to hold this time around? What politics should I be emphasizing on? When the life is not better off, since all the time they've been ruling, is my life better off? No. No.
Okay, let's look at right violators can't get asylum. UK tells IPOB and others.
The IPOB has disowned that they are not the one in charge of the killings, right? And I'm still telling you, it's the politicians that are causing this. The failed politicians. It is a norm now that once you are not in power, you make the government ungovernable for the sitting, the sitting, administrator. Now that is something that is happening within these people now, this APC, but their own is within themselves. Their own is within themselves. There are some people that are not really okay with the level the system is, and they are not being given a fair share in the. I don't even want to know how they do their thing. My own is just to make me feel as if I'm a citizen of this country, and I cannot feel that until we go on this regional way. Let us all sit down. This is what we want. Yeah, everybody is blessed now. Why are we still bounding ourselves?
We have hike in electricity tariff.
Everybody is blessed.
40% tariff hike in the telecom, hike here and there in a country whereby we have enough of what it takes to live a better life.
Look at the megawatts you produce. Give me the figure. If I tell you the figure, we don't have more. We are even less than 10,000 megawatts, and the whole South Africa have 54,000 megawatts.
Less than 2,000.
Yeah, less than 2,000 now. It has even reduced. Yeah, and the whole South Africa, what's the population? They are not up to 40 million or 50 something, or 40 million. They run on 54,000 megawatts, and it's still increasing. They are developing on it every second, every day. Is that the kind of country you want to belong? A country that is stagnant, instead of moving forward, is moving backward. Is that the country you want to belong into? Is that the kind of system you want us to be? Is that the kind of democracy we want to be? Whereby 100 people will come out that they want to be president. Very soon, the whole citizen, we ourselves, we match ourselves. It means that we carry our placard. We are vote for so president. So there will not be commotion. There will not be confusion. Through that one, everybody will know how to part or how to discuss the way out. Because now nobody can rule over me again. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I can't be a slave for life. Nowhere to even escape now.
If you want to go out now, say you want travel or you want to do anything, to get a passport now, while accept. Because the terrorists has even make everything worse. The Fulani bandits and the other sort of thing. They make everything worse now. Who be citizen now? That's the question we'll be asking ourselves. Who is the citizen? Who is the race citizen? And who is the immigrant citizen? There are two citizens now. The race citizen, God, they are not even enjoying. It's the immigrant citizen, the imported citizen, that they are enjoying the nations now. So what are we now saying? Me, I'm just tired because it's same. It's a madman that will wake up and keep doing same thing, repeating same thing. Me, I'm so sick of what is going on now. And as it is, I think we should wake up, even on this platform. We bought this APC, PDP.
Let's
APC,
talk about
PDP.
the 100 million naira purchase of form, and also the students going on strike, still at home.
The garbage are too much. The garbage, we don't even know where you are going to start clearing all those garbage. You see, the problem now is, as we have, these people with 100 million that they are spending, as they are bringing out this money,
just
purchase the old pastor, 100 million. Then if the country is okay, as I buy the form, as the pastor buy the form, Mr. Tunde Bakari, what business do you do? Reverend Tunde Pastor Tunde Bakari, what do you do? What is the source of your money? Mr. Tinubu, what's the source of the money? Mr. Amechi, what's the source of the money? Mr. Obi, what's the source of the money? Mr. Atiku, what's the source of the money? Mr. Oshibajo, what's the source of the money?
Groups are purchasing.
Who are those groups? Those groups, they are criminals. I don't think those groups belongs to this Nigerian society. I don't think the group that dollar is 500, naira is 500 plus or 600 to 1 naira now. $1 is 500 almost 600 naira now. $1 is 600, almost 600 naira now. So you now tell me one group, where are they seeing the money in this austerity, in this austerity measure? Who is fooling who? Dem Bobo. You hear one song where Femi sing? Femi not okay, Dem Bobo, your mama, Dem Bobo, your papa. They see the Bobo us. So what are we now saying? Say group will donate money. They'll donate one senator that has been a senator in Lagos before that crossed over to Ogun State, Yayi. He was crying. Say people purchased his interest form for him. Where did those youths? Where did they see the money? Tell me, where did they use? You don't know what they do. They will empower. Maybe those guys are the one in custody of their wealth. Those one will now arrange other youth. You know, the biggest mumu youth I see in Nigeria, in the Africa, they are in Nigeria here. So once they've captured the youth already, they've captured the youth as slaves, and when they need them, they will release them to do their dirty jobs. And after that, they cage them again.
Are you saying that those groups coming out, they are just a scam?
They are Photoshop group. They are Photoshop just to show say they have allies, they have supporters. It's a big scam. Where will a youth, an average youth that hustle, that he pays his bill, he pays everything, government doesn't even care about his business, will now bring out 100 million, contribute 100 million to go and give one person that has been enslaving, that has been enjoying the largest and the goodies of the government. They cannot come out directly that they are bringing the money from their pocket, because the fear of EFCC, that is if the EFCC is still existing. It's all about Yahoo boys. It's all about the common criminal on the street. It's all about this big shot that are making the money. It's all about these looters. It's all about people that are snatching the money away to other countries to invest. You know, so it's a very chronic issues we have now in this country. And the only solution, maybe we should go and sit down and look for the Panadol that can cure the headache. You know, and we can get that through the region. You know, the lesser the burden, the lesser the, okay, So let
Thank you very
everybody
much,
sit
sir.
down and part way
Otumba.
peacefully. We are not going to fight. No war. We are not inciting war. But let us sit down gently and talk our way out so that there will be peace. This country cannot bring peace the way it's being structured. It cannot bring peace. Please. People are hungry. People are, hungry. People are not happy with the way things are going. And we've been trying this since 1960. It's not working. Let's try a new system. Let's go in a different way, man.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. I have Masi. Ralph. Good morning, Masi.
My name is Ralph. My name is Ralph. Mbuchi. Let me tell you. Tula says we don't want war. Not knowing that Britain, as in all those European countries, before they could get to this kind of advanced stage, there was much bloodshed. Are you listening to me? That was when we had Industrial Revolution. That was when we had bloody revolution in Europe. Bonaparte, yeah, Napoleon. I think you understand. Yeah. So listen, there must be another much shed blood, shedding of blood here. If things want to normalize. I'm telling you, these politicians, they are adamant. They are stubborn he-goats, all of them. They don't want to change. And for them to change, what happened in Ghana, what happened in Europe during blood revolution in Europe, I think is going to happen here. For these people, a change of attitude, a change of attitudes is needed in our political system. I mean, those politicians, they are needed to do what? To change by force. And in so doing, there must be blood.
Okay, let's look at the recent.
They don't want peace, purchase of form. Where did Tunde Bakara, oh my God, a pastor that mount podium and preach the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ is purchasing tickets, 1 million naira, tickets, 100 million. The money that is meant for what? House of God. Bible says, the reason why we pay tithes, we give offering unto the Lord, we offer sacrifices like killing cows, livestock to God, is so that there will be enough food in the house of the Lord. When you remove 1 million from the house of the Lord, where are we going to get food for the poor? Food for the members. Christ Jesus said, show love to one another first. Love your brother first. Brethren, fellow brethren first. Before you extend that love outside, Christian community. Are you listening to me? 100 naira, 100 million, sorry. Where did he get that kind of money? Tunde Bakere, I often said it here, is not a Christian. It is situation that bent what? Crayfish to be like this. If this guy actually is a truly a born-again Christian, I don't think he will have any business with politics. I don't think we will have a business visiting Aso Rock every now and then, cracking joke with Buhari, up to the tune of 100 million naira. Yeah, Jesus Christ is the Lord. No wonder he built that edifice at Ojota Axis. What in terms of how many billions of naira he spent there? Where did the money come from? Is that not money for the church? Did you people not read what happened to Ananias and Sapphira? They sold land, I think, to bring out the whole money. They derailed from doing so. They failed to do so, and God what? God smit two of them. They were smitten by God. See, any money you generate, church generated belongs to the whole Christian body. It belongs to the body of Christ, of that particular church. Where did this man get 100 million? By this time around, EFCC is supposed to be all around him. But they're not going to do so. Because what? He is a politician. He's a lawyer, a barrister, a motivational speaker who can convince 100 millions of people to be dancing to his costumes. Whatever he tells them, stand. Because he's a barrister.
There are other politicians that there are some groups that purchase.
No, I was not there. You were not there. Where are those groups? Can those groups just come and present themselves? Let us know them. Where are those groups? 100 billion now. As I'm talking to you now, Nigerians are gnashing their teeth under economic recession. Bread is cost from 550 to 1,000. Are you not aware that there are loaves of bread you can buy 1,000 now? 800 naira. The other day I bought 800 naira loaf of bread. You know how many children I have? 100, 800. Oh my God, 100 million. Where did the Chowore get 100 million? See, in the first place, Nigerians would have said no to this nonsense government that put it at that cost. Price 100 million. Oh my God, let me tell you. What if Tunde Bakare happens to win the election? Oh my God. Minus 100 million already from our purse, from CBN, that because he's going to pay that money or he's going to get it back.
Campaign, money for campaign.
Campaign again. We're not talking even about campaign. His campaign supporters, campaign train, campaign manager, campaign this, campaign that, in the east, in the west, in the north. That's how the money should be distributed. Another round of 100 million. Count the whole geopolitical zone. That's 100. It's going to be up to 1 billion. I didn't understand. So where did he get that kind of money? Where did Chowore get that kind of money? Where did Obi get that kind of money? And the rest of them? Is it not from government scopers? Is it not taxpayers' money, your money, and my money? It is an injustice. Let me tell you, let us start from Mr. President. You should scrape it off. Form highest 2 million, 1 million, 700,000 presidential form so that youths could what? Afford to secure or buy presidential form. They are putting it up to that amount so that youths can never ever get there. Who will give you money? Who will give you money to purchase such form?
100 million at this point in time is something very big.
Very, very big. Very, very big. It's an eyesore. Very, very big. It has opened another international what? Shame on Nigerians that our presidential fund is cost that amount. That amount is over exuberant. Am I right? Over quote another word I will use. It is jaw breaking. Is whoa, my man. Okay, let me tell you, okay. It is too expensive. They should have brought it down so that everybody can
visited Ebonyi State yesterday, and let me. What are you going to say about
that visit? Anyway, we have seen it that he has renamed. He said that federal government is going to take Ebonyi State Science University. Yeah. Thank you. He said federal government is going to take over that. But my question is that if federal government take over that institution, is it going to be better off than states? I want you to remember that
these are all on strike.
Thank you. They are on strike. You are trying to acquire another problem because the cost for that strike is it not payment of salaries to all the academic unions, staff, and the non-staffers. So now you are trying to get more problem additional to the former problem, the current problem you have. You are adding one. Are you going to pay workers from that axis in that science varsities? Is it not better to allow the states, do you understand, to use the income they generate within the states to pay the workers in science varsities, Ebonyi State Science Varsity? I think the man is clueless. I don't blame him because I don't even know if Buhari has good advisors. Sometimes I ask myself, who are the advisors of this man? You have not struggled the struggle that is for life. You are now struggle the struggle that is for death. Is it not just enough? UNN, LASU, no, not LASU, Unilag, APU, no, not even APU, Abuja, Federal Varsity, Futo, all over Nigeria. You have enough. Why are you acquiring Ebonyi own? You want to what? Favor, what is the name of this man? Omahe? Leave it. Ebonyi State has enough income. They have enough fund to fund that. The lecturers, the dons under that institution, they are the one that should pay. You are acquiring more problem to yourself. To pay, ASU strike still lingers, so he's acquiring another more varsities. It's calling more problem to himself.
Okay, sorry for digressing. Let me read this. Just imagine the likes of Oyedeko, Adeboye are all contesting for the race of presidential form. Then who is going to teach us salvation?
Jesus Christ is the Lord. If Adeboye, I have not heard that Papa Adeboye is contesting. Oyedeko, I know, can never because I like him. He's a man of God. But, the like he says here, I think he's referring to what Tunde Bakare has come out to tell the whole world.
So who is going to teach us salvation?
Yeah, salvation. People that will teach us salvation are there. Your Bible is there. Read your Bible and understand your Bible and follow. No teacher we don't have teachers of salvation anymore in Nigeria. All of them has, all of them have veered into politics. None of them is after moral guidelines or moral instructions or moral standard anymore. So the Bible is there to teach us salvation. Anyway, if you read the Bible, you will just accumulate more knowledge because the Holy Spirit himself is going to what? Break your skull and put all those teachings in your brain, not Nigerian men of God or pastors. They have all derailed. Okay, they are over into politics.
The reception given to Buhari yesterday was not, there was no crowd. People didn't come out.
Okay, thank you so much. Yesterday, IPOB, because of such visitation or visit by Buhari, observed another seat at home in the southeast. No movement. Especially Boeing axis, Enugu axis, no movement. They don't like him. They don't know. They cannot even tell the whole world the reason why a man that is coming to visit them is still the brain behind the killing of the youths by the military in the southeastern Nigeria. Buhari is the one that ordered the military to invade Nnamdi Kanu's compound in the first place in 2017. Now he has visited same place, same Ebonyi state that year, particular year. They conducted Operation Egweke Fighting Dance. He visited Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State gave him a title. Okay, Chukundi Igbo. I don't know the kind of God has given Igbos from Fulani man. Now, this man is on another visit again in the southeast yesterday. That's why, or which was why, they were observing sit at home. Everywhere yesterday, like I said earlier, was just like graveyard in the southeastern Nigeria. Anytime he visits southeast like that, he's always been in a haste because it is very, very dangerous. Let me tell you, anything could happen. What is happening to Igbo youth is too bad. The killings, it grows on daily basis. Let me tell you, if these people ever acquires dangerous weapon, they're going to use it. I'm telling you because I know their mind. I'm from that place. Could be that they had market, rocket launcher. They can face that position from the bush and throw it freely. I know Igbo youth. Because you kill them, you don't care. They have father, they have brothers, they have mother, they have uncles, they have nieces, they have nephews. You don't consider all these people. You keep on killing youths, educated youths, youths that are engaged in business. Igbo youths are not lazy. Igbo youths are educated. They are very, very industrious. You are killing quality people, people with brain, not people that rear cattle in the bush. Buhari don't value not youths, northern youths. That's why it doesn't value anything about youth. But Igbo youths, let me tell you, one Igbo youth is equivalent to 100 million Fulani youths. Why? They don't know business. Again, they only rear cows in the bush. 2, 3, they are not educated. An Igbo youth you have killed, do you know what you committed? Do you know what it takes to kill one black Jew? One black Jew is equivalent to 100 million Fulani youths. Let me tell you, it is very, very painful. See, it has not escalated into a full war, but I'm telling you that in the future, if things continue like this, Mr. President or whoever he comes himself can never ever try anything like this in the southeastern Nigeria. Okay. Because if he does, they will what? Kill him.
Okay.
He has flesh and blood.
Rights violators can't get asylum. UK tells
UK that is telling Southeasterners that rights violators cannot get asylum. UK themselves, Britain, they had what in the past violated the Igbo man. They took part in the genocide of 1967 to 1970. Britain was at the height, at the head of everything that happened to Igbo man for good 36 months. So who is violating rights? Who is the right man? Who is the right activist that is not, interested in, rights violation in Igbo land? Is it the Britain? Is it Nigerian government under Gowon in 1967? Rights. Oh my God, we are violated in the southeastern Nigeria up to the tune of 3.something million people were killed. The Igbos were killed. Market women were killed. Pregnant women were killed. Little children were killed. They have been violating the rights of Igbo man over the years. I don't know where Britain has gathered their own points. I don't know where they are coming from. Who is violating who? Who is even asking for asylum in the UK? We have other countries that can accommodate Igbo man, not UK. UK is a double standard state, is a double standard nation, is a double standard country. We don't count on the UK. their country over there, they have been, you know, over the years infringing on Igbo man's right, black man's right. They don't value us. Who do they think we are? Who do they think we are? No IPOB has violated anybody's right. It was Uzodinma, Rocha Sokorocha, the politicians in Igbo land, in conjunction with their Fulani counterparts, are responsible for the killings in the southeastern Nigeria. Go and ask DSS what happened to Dora Akunyili's husband. Go and ask Fulani soldiers what happens to Dora Akunyili's husband. Go and ask the unknown government that are working for Zodima, Okorocha, Buhari themselves, what happened to Dora Akunyili's husband. They have finished that family. Ask me why. Simple because Dora Akunyili came out and tell the whole world that Yaradua is dead. They are using Yaradua to play politics. She was what? Information minister when Yaradua died. She has no option than to open up to Nigerians. Dora Akunyili did not hide what they call the same. Seek and hide and seek politics. Seek. No, the woman came out and said the truth. The Fulanis can never forgive you if you offend them. That's why they are still annoyed with him, up to the level or extent of killing her beloved husband, Chike. Professor Chike Akunyili was killed by this present administration.
The government are the right.
The government of the day are the right violators in Nigeria. They keep on violating and violating our right. As Mr. Matthew said, so it is. Matthew said it is right. He is right. Government violated our right in 2020 when they shot the youth at Lekki Toll Gate. Government violated our right when they are using policemen to torment innocent youth, tagging all of them Yahoo, Yahoo. Everybody here in Nigeria, our rights have been violated on and on, every now and then. I have never seen Yoruba group, OPC, violating people's rights. I have never seen Igbo youth, Arewa youth, violating people's rights. I have never seen Mid-Belt Forum, or whatever they call themselves, violating anybody's fundamental right. It is the government of the day. It is APC government that has been doing that over the years. Who violates rights in Nigeria? Britain is bent on collecting bribe from Buhari's regime and talk nonsense. The British are talking nonsense. They cannot even investigate before they start vomiting shit. Look at Antonio Guterres that represents the whole United Nations. UN Secretary General doesn't know anything about what is happening in Nigeria until it has escalated up to what? 100% genocide. When everybody is dead, that is when United Nations will come out and say, let us do these people justice. By then, we remain only 34. Maybe Hausa will be 3, Yoruba will be 4, Igbo man will die. Everybody go. That is where United Nations will come now and say, where is that land that you people produce oil? Britain will occupy the whole southeast, all our oil. Britain will take it. They are pretending as if they are not seeing what is happening in the southeastern Nigeria. They are at the head. They are at the head of it. They know who violates rights. They are the one violating rights. They are the one that has given Fulani the right, the power, the strength that they are exhibiting or exercising presently in the present day Nigeria. They give them the power. They told them to handle arms. That's why 99% of Nigerian soldiers today are Fulanis. The Fulani, they wear gun, they carry gun, they kill, they do whatever they like. Chief of Army Staff, Fulani. Chief of Defense Staff, Fulani. Chief of Fulani. IG of Police, Fulani. Comptroller General of Custom, Fulani. Prison Comptroller, Fulani. Immigration, Fulani. Is Britain sleeping? Are they not fools? Truths.
Thank you very much,
they are fools and they are truths.
Yes, there's a breaking news. Wema Bank and Bakare are in alleged face-off over 9 billion naira loan used to build
church. Okay, Wema Bank. That's very good. They should go and tell the pastor who is buying 100 million naira for presidential whatever to go and pay Wema Bank, settle Wema Bank first. In fact, he's not going to contest any election. Wema Bank managing director should have positioned their men there. At Ojota, they should seize that edifice or whatever you call it that he built at Ojota axis. Why not use that 100 million? Settle Wema Bank first. Be paying your money, the loan you borrowed. Do you understand? Gradually, 100 million. How many times you will pay it all? but he's looking at Rock office. The first Nigerian pastor to become president. Tunde Bakare, from where? Ogun State. Pride. 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 He's preaching against pride on the podium, on the altar of the Most High God. He is now what? An embodiment of pride. Yes. And what? Self-conceitedness. I don't know what I understand. Self-pomposity. He wants to be the first pastor to have ruled Nigeria. Whoa, what a history. Okay, it will go down on the annal, history of this country, that Tunde Bakare was the first man of God or pastor to have ruled Nigeria. Maybe people will be taught this in history.
Okay, thank you very much.
2080 something.
Mazi, let me allow Lazarus speak. Lazarus. Come and speak, come on. UK recognize IPOB as a terrorist group.
Thank you. I greeted all the people in Nigeria and the people that is outside the country. I using this opportunity to let them that IPOB is not a terrorist. A terrorist is bandits and Boko Haram and Fulani herdsmen. Of which you barely precisely know, but you don't want to say the truth. Listen very, very attentively. A terrorist is not somebody that is fighting for his rights. It's not a terrorist. IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, is not a terrorist. Rather, they are trying to get their freedom because what Nigeria is doing is not good. Look at it now, the time of Igbos to rule. They did not allow Igbos to rule. And they are from one place to another. Both pastors, notorious criminals, politicians is coming from one place to another. I did not believe that the IPOB is a terrorist. IPOB is a peacemaker. IPOB do not have right to kill anybody. They have never even fight anybody. Even their leader, precisely know Asylum, the Kanu, have never even sent one person to go and kill somebody for him. Rather, if the meeting, we will say, calm down, everything will later be okay. And we will later win Nigeria. Why can't US prove Fulani herdsmen as a terrorist? Why can't they prove Boko Haram herdsmen? Why can't they prove bandits as a terrorist? It's all the person that is fighting for his rights. What is the meaning of right? It's a freedom. We have freedom of speech, and the freedom of movement, and the freedom of association. Are you getting me? Can't people have that kind of freedom? And now someone will kill somebody. Look at this idiot, Abakare. He thief money. He's a notorious criminal. Upon all the whole thing where the man did.
Don't call somebody idiot.
Oga is out of annoyed. Because when you're annoyed, you cannot promote anybody that is against you. You cannot promote him. Say he's a good person. Them are not promoting me. I'm Igbo. And all the Igbos are IPOB. I'm telling you, because nobody is happy with them. Which was where they give Igbos. They are calling us one Nigeria. Let them live. Buhari is a pharaoh. I'm telling you, let Buhari let my people go.
You are from Ebonyi State.
I'm native from Ebonyi State.
Buhari visited your state yesterday.
He visited Ebonyi State because we have a stupid governor. A governor who did not have brain. Are you getting me? Death of mine is a death of death. Death of mine. You forget the time where they burned his house before he came Ebonyi State governor. That thing don't play for his eyes. And then such a thing will later happen for him. Because it's a taboo for a useless governor to rule a state. Ebonyi State have done a mistake. Because they brought him into PDP.
They said he worked, he built bridges and roads. And
is it the Papa money use work? Is it not our money? Did he brought him money use do the work? It's what he's supposed to do that he has done. He did the work past time. Samegu, the time of Samegu pay free education from nursery school to university level. Free education. Yes. Hospital where you be, before you enter the hospital, you pay 100,000.
100,000.
Yes, where they will be. The Samegu one is free.
So he's not welcome. Are you saying that the president of Nigeria, of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is not welcome in your state?
It's not welcome in the whole southeast.
No. He's the president. He can go anywhere.
Listen, he's a partial president. Ask me why.
Why?
What makes you to call Buhari a partial president? Nothing he have done for southeast. Even a common post. He look notorious criminals. Be giving them a post so that we using them to penetrate in east. One, Hope Uzodinma, who so-called Hope, after Senate, he collected power from fourth go be first. He can't be first. He collected power from Emeka Hendoa, which is a very nice guy, who everybody like. Somebody from nowhere collected the power. He went to Supreme Court. Supreme Court of Nigeria is no more a Supreme Court because power corrupt absolutely. How he treated Mr. A is how he's supposed to treat Mr. B because of equal the law. We are equal before the law. Nobody is above the law. But in this country, somebody will thief $billions of dollars. At the end of the day, they will tell you, say, they will give it baptism name, fraud. Is it good? They give thief baptism name that is fraud money. They will use that system, collect some change. That's why this AFCC where they brought now, this young guy, is not doing anything. I thought that as he's a young guy, immediately enter anybody will corrupt, the person will go jail. Okay, why bring this issue out? Ivan, which offense Ivan commit, where all of them have never commit. But now they give him sentences in prison.
Who is your candidate?
For this president, well, my candidate is Mr. Pistol.
Not Tunde Bakari.
Who's not Tunde Bakari? He's a 419 person.
Do you have any deal with him?
Okay, a pastor that is always preaching salvation, did he have any right to come out to contest? Because politics, why they call politics a dirty game? He want to come and dirty himself now. That means
are you saying Osibajo dirty himself?
You don't, definitely. Osibajo dirty himself. Not two words about it. Osibajo have already downgraded. He match his personality to the background. It's not my sanity of the Redeemed Church. Because they say your sanity is a slogan. Those Redeemed Church members not taking as their sanity because it's not more their slogan. Your sanity is your slogan means that it's somebody that you can use to make mouth.
Okay, you say your candidate Peter Obi?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Lazarus. What's it? Ibe. Thank you.
Thank God. Enough is enough. May God bless my people outside the country, blessing them the Kalu and the Ipob people that is supporting Biafra. I believe that on a very good day, God will answer our cry.
Amen. Thank you very much. Yeah, we've come close to the end of the program this morning. I will say thank you for being with us, for bearing with us. It's still raining in Lagos. Heavy rain since 5 in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I am Christian Chuku. Thank you for being part of the program. A big thank you to the man behind the camera, Mr. Lekon. Thank you very much. I will say we'll do this tomorrow, same time, same place, on the same platform. Don't forget, we are on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook, Flip TV NG. On Instagram, Flip TV NG. And also on YouTube, Flip TV Plus, Flip TV. Follow us, subscribe, and be a part of what we do every day. I'm Christian Chuku. Bye for now. Till tomorrow. Thank you.